Hey everybody, it's Eddie from a Tokyo coffee shop, and I am just going to do a quick video because I'm on my way to go see a client, somebody I've had for about 4 years. They are a trading company based in San Francisco but have an office in Yoyogi. I'm in Ebisu right now. Ebisu is in the southwest portion of Tokyo. If you think of Tokyo in the inner circle with the Emperor's Palace being in the center, I'm in the southwest region of the city, and if you come to Ebisu, try Antico Cafe. It's very, very good. So you can see that despite we have cancellations in school, and we have the events are canceled, venues are closed, still everyday business in Tokyo is kind of business as usual. I don't see any difference in the trains. I don't see any difference in the restaurants or shops. It's still busy, and I think it's very precious time because I don't think it's going to stay this way. And I just, I'm feeling like this is very precious because we are really in for a tough time. And speaking of that tough time, there was an interview with Julia Chatterley, CNBC, and she had the New York Federal Reserve former president on, and he was talking about the mechanisms to support the incomes during this downturn. It's going to be tough. You know, I'll be okay. I'm very resourceful. I have been a Ronin or masterless samurai for more than 20 years. I don't have a family to support, so my life is very, very simple in that way. But there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be in serious trouble. And he was giving some insight that he thought that the payroll tax cut wasn't something that was going to be very impactful for those low to medium income households, that this helicopter money was really a good idea. So I don't know if we're going to see that, but I do hope that with all this quantitative easing and money that's just appearing out of nowhere, I really do hope that it is going to help the families and not just big businesses. Yeah, I mean, everybody is important. And I was prepared to really tell everybody in a video that I think we're going to see a huge slowdown without a lot of deals and announcements. But actually today there was an announcement with Ripple in regards to they were able to snag a executive for the growth in the Southeast Asia region. This is Calvin Lee, and he has experience with MasterCard, Visa, and also some payment services, the Fidelity National Information Services, kind of like NTT Data here in Japan. So he has the skill set to drive that growth. I hope he's a crypto guy, and if he sees this video, I want to tell him to please work really hard at getting the use case increased in Southeast Asia with XRP. And also too, on the Ripple Insights, there was a very interesting article. It was basically a 5-minute read, and it is from a professor of the computer science and electrical engineering at Stanford, and he is the blockchain specialist and talks about blockchain being an outlet for cryptography and application. And cryptography is predating blockchain by centuries, and I found that the first evidence was some 4,000 years ago. It's traced to the Egyptian hieroglyph. It was a secret code that only the scribes used to send messages on behalf of the king. So it was very interesting. So it's an interesting read if you can take the moment to do so. I just kind of want to wrap up and talk about the Olympics, and everybody's wondering why Tokyo hasn't canceled the Olympics, and I think they're putting a lot of blame on Abe-san, the Prime Minister. But actually, if you read through the contract that the IOC gives those hosting cities, they are the sole owner of the Olympics. They are the deciders. And I think with the broadcasting rights that they have at risk, some $5 billion, 73% of their income comes from the broadcasting rights. They're not really willing to give that up so easy. And they do have insurance against cancellations. So the president of the IOC was asked last week if they had reached 20 million in premiums to protect against cancellation in Tokyo, and he said, I don't know. So I feel really bad. Of course, everybody feels horrible for the 15,000 athletes, because this is, for many of them, their last shot. I do think we're going to have a cancellation that is scheduled to start in end of July and continue through the beginning of August. But I don't think that's going to be something that's going to be abandoned. I think it'll have a rescheduled date, a postponement. When? I don't think anybody really knows that. Maybe next year. I don't think they're going to totally walk away from the games. And, I learned something a long time ago. It ain't the money, it's the money. And so they're not going to walk away from that money, and chances are they're going to wait till the last moment. I read something about waiting till the end of May to make a decision. But anyway, I want everybody to take care, and I will see you again tomorrow in a video. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.